Getting started is the easy part, right? I mean, many persons are in the comments already possibly saying, what are you talking about? I don't even know how to get started. But I want to let you know that there is something that is even at a greater challenge. Because getting started, there is processes and ways, and we can give advice, and you will eventually get started. But here's the thing, staying motivated is another thing. So, how do I stay motivated? How do I get in the habit of being motivated? These are some of the questions that you want to ask or asking, and you want to have a fix or the know-how so that when these things arise, you would have been prepared, and hence you are able to tap into what you would have come to realize and come to the knowing. And so you are more rounded, you are more alert, and thereby you have all the tools that are needed in order to address the issues at hand. So here's the thing. Many persons are thinking of a way to get going, right? They are connecting with different personnels. They are spending time to do market research. You are spending time to do your plan, do preparation, and all of that is good. And if it is that you have started this, you can continue on that path, because when you trend into that type of mind frame, it helps you to think on a deeper level, on a wider level, and thereby you are prepared. You will never be fully prepared. You can have enough information as possible so that in your awareness, you are able now to step out and to be more maneuvering and be more capable in handling your situation. So how do I stay motivated? I want to say to you that you must have your why. I know you may have heard this before or may not have heard this before. What is your why? What is my why? What do you mean why? You must understand, why is it two things. Why is it I am doing what I'm doing? And why is it that I am spending the time to build upon this? So it must appeal to you first before it can appeal to someone else. So, what are some of the things that you're facing now that is affecting you, and affecting you in a negative way, or draining you, or causing you to be in a place of frustration, or a place of just feeling disappointed, feeling overwhelmed, just in essence, you feel as if things are just slipping away. And no matter how you try to hold on, just like oil on a tree, you can't seem to get that grip. And so you're losing traction. It's like a rock climber. Some of the qualities of a rock climber, and I admire them so much. These guys would have already psyched themselves up, placed themselves in a mental state, knowing that there's a task that is before them and they must get it done. The moment they have passed this within their mind, they start to now think about all the different tools that they're going to need, and equipment, and all the different preparation procedures. If they're going to hike all the way up, if they're going to take an helicopter and be dropped off at the peak, or Whatever the case is, they would have gone through all the different processes so that when you're on the cliffside, on that mountain, on that hillside, and you are climbing, you're not caught off guard because, oh my God, I never planned for this. No. You even sleep on the side of the mountain because you would have even packed your gear, sleeping bag, food, and so on. Mark you, I am not in that frame of mind, but there are many persons that have conditioned themselves to that point that they would have done extensive planning. And so when you see or when we view videos and pictures of persons reaching the summit, being on the cliffside, hanging with one hand and all these different cool things, it looks good. But a lot of times persons don't fully understand all the preparation that goes into that. So you must know your why. You must know why is it that you are doing what you're doing. Why is it that you are going to now spend your time, energy, and money so that you can achieve something that is not only going to benefit you but your family? And we're looking at that first and foremost, because one of the things is your why can be your most powerful thing that you have. So is it a case where you have your child and you're thinking about them preparing to go to college, and you have some savings, but you're thinking in the future because you want to ensure that all the necessary things are there so that there's no suddenness, there is no catching off guard, you are fully prepared? Is there a surgery that your parents or your loved one is about to enter into or is into, and so you realize that it is costly, and because of that there are treatments that has to be done, but the funds is just not there, and you want to be able to raise the standard where money is no longer an option? Are you tired of the community, the surrounding that you're in? Maybe it is that you are projected to be the only one or the first one to go to college, to go to university, and to finish studies, to be that example, to break the cycle of curses and break poverty, whatever it is. But you must know your why. Your why will propel you even when you're on days where you feel as if you don't have enough energy, you don't have enough strength, you don't have enough drive, you don't feel. Because the thing is, there is so many things that are around that we would have started, and in the starting up of it, somewhere along the line, you drop the ball. And sometimes, for the greatest part, you're trying to figure out how, why, when, all these questions you're asking. And when you spend the time to backtrack, it's a lot of times have to do with your why not being as powerful enough to hold you intact, to hold you accountable, so that you can push beyond that stage of you not wanting to and just getting it done. You also want to consider why you are doing what you're about to do that is going to make a change into society. So it's the same why, but one is personal and one is trending beyond you, your family, into society. Usain Bolt is currently a living legend. Usain Bolt would have dominated the track and field arena when he was in his prime and time. And Usain Bolt would have ensured that he brought track and field to the next level. For those of you who were privileged to have seen him live in action and to see the steps that he has taken, and because of his action, it has created a ripple effect into the sporting arena. And though he's still alive, whenever the time comes for him to be no more with us, I promise you, for many years to come, persons will still be speaking about Usain Bolt. Why? Because he would have seen the need in the time to push himself beyond something that is greater than himself. And he would have spoke about the different training methods that he would have undergo, especially when there was a time when he was lapsing a bit and he realized there was a reality check because someone else was making sure that they were on top of their game. And because of that being beaten twice, he decided that it was never going to happen again. And so he put in the work. So much so that every time when he trains, he was always puking, hurling, vomiting up, and all these things that are coming back up. Why? Because he was pushing himself beyond that brink in order to see and to build a legacy that is going to speak even beyond his time. So your why must venture beyond you and bring you into a place where you would have left a mark, answer a means of questions that are there in the public's eye, and bring a solution. What is your solution? You are sending a message that you are resilient. You're sending a message that you never gave up. You're sending a message that you came from a place of maybe just a quote unquote a word, a trash, to a success. Or